Hey everyone, I'm back. um, I've been gone for about a week and a half for the simple reason I was really sick. My daughter got the flu. At least we think it was the flu because we didn't have any self-tests and we literally had absolutely no energy to go to the pharmacy and actually do a corona test. So we're keeping it as flu. But yeah, it was a horrible almost 2 weeks now. Um, but anyway, we're going in the new year. Well, we're already in the new year. It's the 2nd of January here today. And I had some goodies that I wanted to show. I think in December, some may already have popped by, the ones that I got in December. But my daughter had a birthday on December 30. And well, she turned 16, so it's really like a shopping event for us, you know. We just go out and have a nice day of it. And well, shopping is definitely one of the things we love to do. So let me start off because two I actually bought while we were shopping. Let me start with these. I was looking for some time now on Amazon, in all honesty, for African myths and tales, some kind of book form, you know. I always found it hard with certain books if you don't really can look at them, you know, if it's a yes or a no. Anyway, we walked in Antwerp and we found this little bookshop that we actually didn't know was there. It's at a part we don't really come at often. Anyway, like I said, we walked in and we were about to walk out when I saw this little corner and I found this one. Yeah, let me start with this one. It's called Epic Tales and it had more. I think it had Japanese, maybe even Celtic, I don't know. It had a lot. But yeah, my eye of course fell on the African myths and tales. It was on the pricey side, at least for books nowadays, right? Anyway, but I could not yeah, let it pass me by. I knew I was gonna regret it, you know. On the back, it says the Epic Tales collection. Like I said, there are multiples. This one, Africa, south of the Sahara, is a land of wide-ranging traditions and cultures. This collection offers a hefty cross-section of evocative tales from the Yoruba people of West Africa to the San people of Southern Africa. Legends of the gods, origin stories, tricksters, exploits, animal fables, and parables, each one entertaining and exciting, are all featured here, from Obatala creates mankind to how Anansi became a spider. As some tales I'm already familiar with, others not so much. So yeah, this was really something I was looking for. And it has a lot in it because once I came to hear the contents, yeah, every one is a story. Some are longer than others, but it has like 6 pages full of content, you know? So there are a lot of stories. The thing I liked, yeah, this was like an intro thing. Yeah, here, the thing I liked is that it says where it comes from, you know? So the creation of the universe from the Yoruba people, West Africa. The daughter of the sun and moon from the Bantu-speaking people, Angola. South Africa, Southern Africa, Nigeria, from the Swahili-speaking people of East Africa. So it tells you where that story originated, which I think is a fun thing to know, you know. I always love mythology, and I love fairy tales, in all honesty. I mean, I think most of us, especially in Europe, America, we grew up on them, you know. I think a good way of seeing a fairy tale, you know, is that moral of the story, right? It always teaches us something. in the sense, at least, you know, in the stories, good overcomes evil. And I think that is something, yeah, how we should maybe look at things, even though that might not always be true. But I think it gives that nice morality back, you know. And I think the origins, when you go back, because I think the fairy tales that we have today, they don't always match, you know, with the original story, how they were written. But I think both have a nice nice thing to look at, you know, even the original ones that are way more creepy. But yeah, this one. And then in another bookshop, like 10 steps further, I found this one. Tales of East Africa, folk tales from Kenya, Uganda and Tanzania. Illustrations by Jamila Okubo, if I say that correct. I already saw that some tales are also in here, but yeah, when I saw this, I was like, yeah, I cannot compare right here in the store. I mean, not forgetting it was December 30, you know, it was very, very busy in every store. So I kind of did it, yeah, with the hopes that, well, at least maybe some, yeah, are not in here. And yeah, if they are, well, so be it. Because even though this one is smaller and only focuses on the tales of East Africa, the thing I did like about this one is the beautiful illustrations. So yeah, here too it says Tanzania, so it really tells you from which part, you know, the story came. Oh, okay. So yeah, again, you know, with the beautiful illustrations, it makes it a little bit different. Oh yeah, and they have it like in categories. Let me see. Yeah, here you have some stories that are trickster stories, monsters and magic, justice, lost and found, and this was then the source. Yeah, that were just sources. So yeah, they split that up, or they put that, you know, in certain categories. Again, Tanzania. Let's see. Also Tanzania, but yeah, I definitely love the illustrations in this one, you know. Uganda. So yeah, it's a little bit different than this one, because yeah, this is definitely not with illustrations, you know. I mean, you have something to make the title pop, but this is definitely just stories, which again is a good thing, because I like both. Both, you know, made me happy. Okay, the next two I actually ordered, and it was mostly because of this one. This is the Philosophy and Opinions of Marcus Garvey. On Amazon it was around the €30, but a few times when I was not really looking to buy, because, well, money was low, you know, we all have a budget, it went from 30 to 10, and it happened twice in a moment that I was not actually wanting to buy anything. Excuse me. So I kept it in my basket, because I knew it was gonna happen again. I just needed the right moment, you know, because I got some small ones of him, of Marcus Garvey, but that were like smaller books that are selected speeches, and I really was looking for the big one, because the Philosophies and Opinions of Marcus Garvey, you have 2 volumes, volume 1. And yeah, somewhere here is a volume 2, you know. So normally that were 2 separate books, and this is the bound version of both of them. Anyway, like I said, it was a few days ago. It dropped again from 33 something to 10, you know, and I pounced. I jumped on it because yeah, this again was one that I really wanted. There are a lot of speeches I already read from him, because again, he is a major figure, you know, in the Pan-African movement. He's important in how my vision grew, you know, of myself and my people. So yeah, again, this one I really wanted. And then by Amazon, they have that, oh, they also bought, and then I saw this one, Precolonial Black Africa by Sheikh Anta Diop. I didn't know of him or didn't hear of him before, but yeah, I read the pretext in that sense, and it was kind of interesting. I also read he had another one, which was apparently one of his first books that also appeared in an English translation, African Origin of Civilization. It will be probably my next buy. I kind of like how they described, you know, he's comparing here the political and social systems of Europe and Black Africa from antiquity to the formation of modern states. It's not really about history, but it's rather the guidelines for historians and others who seek a scientific understanding of pre-colonial societies in Africa. So I thought it was an interesting concept, like I said, because I bought this. And this one popped up like, oh, others also bought this. I was intrigued, you know. So this one also came about. So yeah, those that were my 4 books for this month that I got. Yeah, I think these were the 4. So maybe I'm forgetting something. At least these are, yeah, the big 4. Then I have a few decks, with some that I've already shown. I got this month the Black Tarot. I mean, that came, that was released here. I think it was the 6th or the 7th of December. And it was already in my wish list from the moment I saw it would be released. So yeah, that was not even thinking about it. The moment it came out, you know, it was one that I really, really wanted. I already knew that. So there was no thinking. I just pressed buy and pay. I'm really enjoying this. I was afraid that I just wanted it because, well, it was a Black Tarot, and in all honesty, I can forgive myself for that, but I would love to use a deck too, you know. But because it was very modern, I was like, yeah, is it something I'm going to use, you know? And I found a great pairing with the Illuminated Earth Oracle, which really made the deck even speak out more, you know, because I love to pair. Oracle can really be a focus because, well, temperance can mean a lot of things in a lot of different situations. So really placing an oracle there to focus, yeah, really gives me that jumping off point, you know. I regularly would ask the cards a specific question, but in a daily pull, you know, what do I need to know today, or what is it that I need to focus on today? What do I need to be alert of today? And again, then that focus is absolutely great. And yeah, again with this deck, you know, I knew I wanted it. Then, yeah, for a second, because I always have that, you know, even if I really like a deck, I always question myself, like, yeah, but is it really something you're going to use? And then, yeah, because it is a mass market and then an all black tarot, I knew I wanted it. So I did the buying and the paying. But yeah, I'm actually glad that I have it because it's a great all-around reader, you know. Yes, it's modern, and no, it doesn't bother me, which for me is definitely a plus. I see that with certain choices I make lately, I'm stepping a little bit out of what I'm used to, but I'm still really careful because I don't want to get overwhelmed, you know. I mean, for this month, let me see. Well, I have 5 in total, but in all honesty, really 4 came in because I'm going to show one, even though it came in, it was December 31st. So officially it was December, you know. But yeah, there were 4 decks and all of them really with a purpose. Like I said, even this one, because it was already in the pre-order status for, I think, 3 or 4 months, you know. So I did my research. I knew I wanted it. Even though I had that nod like, oh, am I going to use it because it's modern, you know? And again, but I'm glad I do. I'm really glad that, yeah, it works like that for me now too. That it's not just something I wanted, but it gets actual use, you know? So yeah, that one was the Black Tarot. Let me make room here. Also beautiful backs. I'm really enjoying the backs. It's not reversible, but yeah, I don't do reversals. In the sense of, yeah, in my opinion, the 78 cards in this way tell me everything I need to know without reversals. When I ask a question, I will know what will come in shadow form or not, you know. Anyway, that one was the Black Tarot. Another one I showed already a couple of times, but I got this like halfway December. I was making my wish list for 2023. In a sense, I was updating, because a lot on the wish list, of course, in the year, not even a lot, but some were bought, you know. So I was refreshing, because the last time I put this deck on the wish list, it was because it wasn't available anymore. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure in all honesty, but I think it was Queen Set from the channel of Oya's Girl, where I saw this deck. And I think it was some time ago already. Anyway, I put it on my wishlist 2023. And I checked the website to put it again also in, because I make a wish list in my notebook, and then I also do one with the current sites, you know, in like a folder on my internet, so I can just click and go to it if I want it, you know. Anyway, I checked that website and it was suddenly available. So yeah, I went for it. I didn't even question, you know. I've worked now with it for 2 weeks and I'm absolutely loving it. I'm very grateful that Miss Queen Set from Oya's Girl showed it, even though it was some time ago already, because I see that it's not getting really that much attention, which is a shame in my opinion, because I think it's a beautiful deck. It has like 10 theme cards: money, travel, family, love, spiritual soul, friends, body, career path, mind, and health. And Miss Neferatiti spoke of that you can, well, pull one card and then you can pull some extra card for the focus on that subject or theme, you know. In all honesty, I shuffle them all together. But I think both will work. So yeah, like I said, for 2 weeks now, I'm really, I used it a lot. I really dove into this deck because I already knew that I was interested. You know, this is why it was on my wish list. But now I finally had it in my hands, and that's always the moment of the truth, right? Is it working for you or not? But yeah, I absolutely love it, and I don't understand that it doesn't get more attention. Again, I think by sheer luck, yeah, that I saw it on Oya's Girl's channel, Queen Set. And I'm happy I did, because even though we're 2 weeks in, you know, but I can see myself grab this deck for, well, just about anything. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this one. Like I said, I think I showed it already in some other videos, even though it was really new to me. But yeah, even in that sense, you know, like I said, still in the process of really getting to know it, but there is a simplicity, which I don't mean in a negative way, about the deck that makes it really easy to use. So yes, very happy I got this one. The next one was the Messengers from the Spirit of Nature Oracle. I saw this. Oh, I have this little fly thing here. Annoying. I saw this when it came out, and I didn't really know if it would be something for me, you know. However, I was looking for an oracle to pair with my Alkebulan Tarot, the one I made myself. I think I showed it a few times. And I kept coming back to this one. I think it has something to do with the landscapes, because I got African landscapes in my Alkebulan Tarot, you know. And I think the coloration, it just fitted, I thought, in my mind. It wasn't that expensive, you know, it's a Hay House deck. So good quality cardstock and all. So I thought, you know what, let's give it a try. I think I paid 11 euros for it on Amazon. And yeah, I'm glad I did. I don't know if it's another deck I will pair with other, or a deck I will pair with other tarot, maybe not. But at least in a combination with my own deck, I really love it, you know. So yeah, that was definitely not a miss buy too, even though again I was very specific in the way that for what I wanted it, which sometimes can be a little dangerous, right? Like, oh, but then you're only going to use it with one deck. But yeah, again, because it was not that expensive, it was worth a try. And again, I don't regret it. I'm really happy. It pairs perfectly. And I think it's one because it is nature. And I have some nature decks, but none that's not too much that really fit with how I look at nature or what I want to see, you know. And this one kind of does. In its simplicity, in the landscapes and stuff, and again, not in a negative way, absolutely not. So yeah, again, it was something I wanted for something specific. Let's stop by the ancestors. And again, no regrets. The next one, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. It was not an impulse buy, in all honesty. I was looking for something different. It's the Animal Power deck. 75 animals, but again, it's very modern. And yeah, especially with nature and animal decks, you know. Oh, and they're so slippery. This is, I think, the thing that makes me, well, not too happy about it. Right, let's see. And because I took a few out that I didn't really know where to go with, let me start with the ones I actually like. So yes, again, the Animal Power deck. Here is the box. I'll put it here. 75 animals to awaken your personal magic. Again, these are the backs. I'm not a fan, you know, when they put text, but hey, we can live with it. It's not something I would put in reverse anyway. They're very, very glossy. I hope that doesn't make the camera go crazy. I like the keywords or key sentences because I just tried it with putting 3 together and it can always make a sentence. This is kind of the thing that I did like, you know. Connect to your higher wisdom by activating that fertility, you know, and that will release worry. Even if I say it like that, it might not make that much sense, but in the moment when I was doing that and really was thinking about it, everything was flowing. So yeah, again, I did like that. I think the glossy thing is the thing that I'm not liking too much. They're not too big, which again is good. But yeah, the illustrations, because yeah, not too much. Some are a little bit more, you know. But yeah, the illustrations, they're kind of modern, right? I don't know. It's not even modern. Yeah, maybe it's modern. I don't know. But yeah, this is what I mean. I don't know what it is yet that makes me be like, I don't know. The I don't know part, I don't know where it comes from. Because some, like I said, just beautiful, you know. The Black Jaguar, claim your spiritual power. Monkey, bring in more playfulness. Bee, celebrate life. Whale, communicate clearly. Stork, receive blessings and gifts. Lion, embrace honesty and generosity. So those key phrases, you know, they're very much on point. There's light and shadow in the sense that it's not just all affirmation style, which I'm not liking. So that one was definitely good. That it's in this way. I'm trying not to get too much glare. I'm sorry if it's not working. I like the colorfulness, you know, of if you look at it like this. But yeah, like maybe I should just use it a little bit more, you know, because I paired this one too with my Alkebulan to try. But yeah, maybe there are other decks that it will work out better, or I just need to use them as really a focus, and it shouldn't matter if they pair or not, you know. Because again, the key phrases here, they do say something. Break free of the box, the zebra. Embrace touch and sensuality, the tiger. Embrace new adventure. Find heart connection. Discover happiness. So there's definitely something there. I think I got this one 3 weeks ago. I think it was in the beginning of December. And in all honesty, I used it once or twice. Again, not really knowing where I want to go with it, you know. Normally for my decks, I have a pretty clear sense of how I want to use it, in what kind of practice I want to use it. And I don't have that with this one yet. I'm still hoping it comes though. Yeah, there were a few, I think there were 20 or something or less. I didn't know if I wanted to pull in it. Maybe I do, because with these, like I said, I really looked at both, you know. Excuse me. To see where that would bring me. And these were the ones that I left apart, that I didn't get that instant, oh, I know. But yeah, now I look at this, seek nature's wisdom, and it kind of clicks, right? So there are definitely some that I still really want to look deeper in, you know, to see how I would be using that. But yeah, again, this one was the animal power deck. Not really sure about yet. It was not totally an impulse, but maybe there was some kind of impulse to it, you know. But yeah, before I decide, I will try to work with it a little bit more. And this is the last thing for this month. Like I said, I got that 2 days ago. It was the last day of December. But again, this one was something I already knew what I wanted to do with, you know. I've shown in other videos that I do bone readings, and I work with different divination forms other than, you know, tarot or oracle. And when I saw this, I thought it would be awesome, you know, to get some cards. These are the backs. They're very teeny tiny, which is cute, but not a bad quality at all. The booklet is great. I think it gives a lot of information. I will see if I work with it in conjunction of the book, or then I'm going to do my own thing, because there's one thing that it has that normally I don't like, which is titles and no keywords. So cat bone, you know, and a number, bird bone, ring, jawbone, ladder. So in that sense, am I gonna go back every time, you know, to the book and read that message there? Or most likely, you know, I will make that very personal as to what I see in the ladder, or in the beaver tooth, or in oak wood, quartz point, bear claw. Anyway, like I said, I just had it. I didn't really have the time yet. I did a one pull. That was the evening of, you know, the 31st of December, right before we went into 2023. With my Alkeblad Tarot again, you know, to see how that is, how that felt, how the deck feels. I think it was kind of fun, but again, I just had it. I don't really have had time yet to really go in the book to read the introduction and all that. So again, very new, right? Very new. Yesterday we had a lazy day. We didn't do nothing. And like I said, today we're at the 2nd, and I wanted to do at least this video. And I thought, well, I'm gonna put it with this bunch, you know. Because officially it came in December, right? I think it's a very cute deck. It definitely reminds of a bone set or a charm set, you know, in that sense, where you can have all of these things, right, in your charm set. So again, I have a specific way that I want to work with it. And I'm going to see how that will change or not when I go into the book. Because again, it's very new. I cannot really review this in a sense like, oh, it's a great reader, like this one is, or even this one, or oh, it's a great tarot deck, you know, I can work with that, you know what I mean when I say it like that. So yeah, this one, I know whether it's gonna be with the book or with my own intuition in that sense, you know, I know it's gonna be something great to work with. Sorry, this was my card yesterday, the turtle, to really take it at a pace of my own, you know. I don't need to be in a rush. I just need to do it my way in my time. So I kind of like that. But this again was then a message from the book. In all honesty, I think with the turtle, yeah, I might have come up with that same kind of message for myself, right? But yeah, maybe others can go other ways, right? I mean, if we look at gold coin, I think there was also an antique coin in the deck. Yeah, how do we make that a difference? Because I got 2 coins in my bone set. So will I link that or will I go with the book? Again, that is something for me to figure out. The only thing I didn't like, and that was also the card that I pulled, yeah. I don't know if you can really see it. All these colors, yeah, are the same kind of red, yeah, darker red. All of them are the same, except 15. Because I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but there is definitely a difference in color, and it's just in one. And I don't know why. And maybe it's my OCD, but it annoys the shit out of me, to be honest. And again, that was also the card that I pulled, you know. I was like, no, but yes. Yeah, anyway, if that's the worst, I will get over it, right? These are the backs. Again, pretty cool, right? Yeah. So, yeah, I know what I want to do, or what I think I want to do with the deck. Again, I want to get into the book to see really what it's about, how she envisioned it, you know. And we will go from there. Anyway, I'm thinking, but I think that was all in December. The only one that was not planned in that way, in all honesty, were these 2. And because I wanted a deck, I was specifically looking for something different, you know. Don't get me wrong, there is nothing wrong with all the decks we see, but sometimes I feel like, especially in Tarot Tube, it's always the same decks we see, and I really wanted something else, because, well, I've seen them, they not most, a lot of them, they don't work for me personally, and I didn't see this one on Tarot Tube. Maybe that's where I went wrong. But in all honesty, I don't know yet. There are parts of this deck that I really like, and then there are parts, and that's maybe just the glossiness or something, or the modernness, because modern is not always for me. This worked out for me. Very happy. I mean, this is just, yeah, nature, so I don't see that really as modern or vintage in that sense. This one I'm not sure about. This one I absolutely loved. Even though it was not planned, it was something on my wish list, you know, but I didn't know that it was available again. But again, this one, big hit. Yeah, this one, the future will tell. I don't dwell too much on it. If a deck doesn't work for me, you know, because I have Terror of the Cat People. I bought that with something specific in mind, and from the moment it was in my hands, I knew it was not going to work. That deck will leave my house. I don't dwell on that. I know if a deck will work for me, and sometimes I have it like, I don't know, and then I will give it some extra time. But yeah, if again in 2 or 3 months we still don't know, then it's probably a no, you know. But yeah, till that time we will see. Anyway, these were the ones, plus all the big books. And I was so sick, and I had, well, almost, it felt like pain behind my eyes, you know, that felt like a headache. So I didn't get the chance yet, you know, to go in them, but oh, I cannot wait till I feel really better, you know, and get to go deep in this. The chapter 1 in the Philosophy and Opinions of Marcus Garvey, they had a lot of small parts, like quotations, you know, things that he said in bigger speeches. So already went through the first part, the first chapter. And then my eyes started again, you know, to hurt. But yeah, I also cannot wait to get in this one. Some I know, like I said, they will go back to the smaller booklets, the selected speeches, you know. But yeah, again, I cannot get wait. In all honesty, I cannot wait to get in all of these. But yeah, these were the ones all for December, you know. Not a haul through all of December. Some way they came in. Yeah, they'll make me happy. These are definitely things, yeah, that I love to get into, or still will get into, or already went into. Anyway, I want to wish every one of you that's watching, whether that's when the video pops up or in the middle of the year, a very, very happy new year. May everything you wish for come to reality. May you manifest all you want, you know. And I hope to see you soon again. Thank you again for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.